Good morning, y'all. So today we're getting into the BBL Q&A that you girls been asking for.
Catch up on the AR, how you did that? Track out, lift up when you take off, how you did that? You put switches up on your blinkies, how you did that? Your LV back turned to a legit, how you did that? I seen that turn to a Louis, how you did that? That look like a brand new booty, how you did that? You got face on.
I wanted to make sure all the girls got their questions in, and I'm pretty sure all the girls did because we got so many questions here. We might have to do probably like 3 different videos because these are a lot of questions. But let's get right into it. The first question is, how many weeks did you feel back to normal after round 1? After round 1, I got lipo 360 and a BBL. I started to feel more normal around 3 to 4 weeks. And my butt was still pretty much hard, hips was still pretty much hard, and my stomach was still pretty much tender. But that's when I started moving around and doing like normal activities that I would do before, and I kind of felt fine. So yeah, I'd say 3 to 4 weeks for the first round. For the second round, I got thigh liposuction and a BBL. So I'd say 4 to 6 weeks because your legs take longer to heal. So it was really different. Like the process was really different from the first and the second round. Did you get a dramatic vixen? Because they're saying your doctor doesn't do anything but natural. I feel like my doctor is a big fan of natural bodies, but he'll give you whatever you ask for as long as it makes sense. He wants your body to make sense, if you understand what I mean. Any tips for someone who's dealing with fat necrosis? I feel like you should compress, and I feel like you should get a lot of massages. But to prevent that, I try to tell the girls to get your massages frequently and, to compress. So yeah. After how long were you able to sit on your bum? I was able to sit on my bum after 21 days, which is 3 weeks. Bradley always tells the girls that they can sit after 21 days. How far apart did you get your second round from your first? I got my second round 7 months post-op for my first round. How many massages did you get the first 2 weeks after your first BBL? I got 1 massage every day of the week for the first week, and then I got 1 massage every other day for the second week. We had surgery same time earlier this year. I'm doing round 2 January in DR. Congratulations, babe. Who did your surgery and how much did they charge you? So my surgeon is Dr. Timothy Bradley in Miami, Florida, and I was charged $5,500. Who is your doctor? I love your BBL. Thank you so much. My doctor is Dr. Timothy Bradley. Did you gain weight before having round 2? Is the pain worse than the second time? I gained weight after having round 2, and the pain is different from the first round. It's more painful. Thigh liposuction is a little bit more painful, but bearable. It's not OD like some of the girls try to make it seem like, but it's pretty much the same thing. Leg recovery, it takes a little bit longer. What supplies do I need at home before my BBL? I say get your BBL pillow, your vitamins, waters, protein shakes, pillows, and stuff like that just for comfort when you're home. Can we see the before pictures, you before your BBL? I go to Bradley next year in March. Congratulations. I will drop some before and after pictures, but they are in my BBL guide. Go to the link in my bio in my Instagram or my TikTok. How many days post-op can you fly back home? I always fly back home after 3 days post-op after I get cleared. But if you want to stay for a longer time, you can stay up to 2 weeks. But I feel like I was pretty much perfect to fly after 3 days post-op. Okay, next question. How much did you pay in full for your first round? I paid $5,000 for my first round. I'm 3 days post-op and I feel like I'm already losing weight. So everybody goes through that phase in the beginning where they just feel like, oh my God, like my hips are getting smaller, my waist is getting smaller, but my hips is getting smaller, my butt is getting smaller. Like, what do? I'm already wanting round 2 and stuff like that. It's just all of us who thinks like that. Like all of our brains do that. I don't know why. If you ever like go through that, just get a measuring tape. Measure your waist, measure your hips, and it will humble the shit out of you. I know I humbled myself plenty of times because I know my before measurements and my after measurements. My first round, my measurements was a 43-inch waist and a 30-inch hip. So I used to be like, oh my God, like I'm losing all my body, And I would measure myself and my waist would be like 23 and then my hips would be like 40 and I'd be like, oh shit, let me just be quiet because this is a difference. Like this is a difference. But yes, you do lose 30% of the fat in your body when you get a BBL or whatever. You might see a little change, but it shouldn't be a drastic change. For me, I had a drastic change because I lost all my weight. So basically I went back and got the same thing that I wanted for round one because I ended up losing my hips and gaining hip dips from not being able to eat. Okay, total cost of everything. I think we went over that already. $5,000 for the surgery. I think the new price is $5,500 for the surgery. And obviously you have to pay for a recovery home or Airbnb or hotel, whatever you're doing, plane tickets and flights, all of that, food and all types of stuff like that. So you would have to tally that up on your own. I'd say bring at least $10,000 to start you off. Okay. How long did you wear your faja and boards? For my first go around, I wore foams and boards for up to 2 months. And then I started waning off of them, doing 12 hours on and 12 hours off. I wore my faja for 3 months straight, and then after that, I ditched it. You don't want to wear your faja like 24/7 every day of the year because then your body won't be able to, it wouldn't know what to do without it. So your body will just swell up without it if your body gets too used to the faja. So after a certain time, you need to make sure that you take that faja off and, you know, let your body breathe a little bit. Okay. Was waking up from anesthesia scary? I heard waking up from surgery is scary. I never woke up scared. I always woke up like, ugh, like where my mother at? Like my second round, I did way better with the anesthesia. I woke up telling myself, what's up, G-Way? Where my mama at? Like, they was like, Lauren, your mom is waiting for you. They were laughing at me. So I woke up pretty much good. I remember everything when I woke up the second time. I woke up in a slight pain. It was like a 3 out of 10, bearable. And I woke up really, really dizzy and really, really, really freezing. You be cold. I don't know why. Next question. What's the exact body type that you asked Dr. Bradley for? And we want longer YouTube videos. I got you, girl, on the YouTube videos. I only asked Bradley for like a flat snatch stomach at first. This is where we go wrong. We need to tell our surgeons exactly what we want. Some of them know exactly what to do. Bradley just gives you whatever makes sense. If he sees your hip to waist ratio, your waist to hip ratio, and he'd be like, okay, we're gonna snatch that, we're gonna put that out a little bit, He knows exactly what to do, but you can tell him like, oh, like I want a dramatic look or I want a natural look, whatever you want. You have to just make sure you speak up about it or even show a wish pic, but you're only gonna get whatever makes sense. For round one, do you think Dr. B is a good choice? I think he's a great choice. I just feel like make sure for round one you do all your research because you don't want to ruin your results, and you definitely can ruin your results. So make sure you do a lot of research. What was the worst feeling you had with your BBL? The massages. The massages is a fucking killer. Excuse my language. The massages are a killer. The pain is 1,000 out of 10. And this time go around, second round, the thigh massages, they hurt really bad, but they didn't hurt as bad as the stomach lipo. 1,000 out of 10. Take some pain medication before you go. Hopefully that works, but the massages is the only thing that really got to me with my rounds. How long after did you drive in your car? My first round, I started driving after like 2 months. And my second round, I started driving really early. So I started driving around 3 weeks post-op. And I'm 6 weeks post-op right now. Where did you get your massages? I don't understand the second part of the question. Where did you get your massages? When I was in Miami, Prestige did my massages. How many inches is the waist and the hips measuring at 6 weeks post-op? So my waist is still 25 inches on bloated, and my hips are 40 inches. What's a good BMI to be for a thick BBL? I think it doesn't really matter your BMI as long as it's not really, really extremely low or really, really, really high. Because you want to get, I'm not really sure. That's something that you will have to ask Bradley. Let's go. How much was the hotel cost, flights, total amount that you spent on massages for the first round? I'd say I spent at least $10,000 for my first round for everything. What not to do, I don't want to mess up my body. What not to do is don't wear a faja that's way too tight. Make sure you get your faja tailored when it needs to be tailored. Don't wear your foams overlapping your hips. Don't wear leggings early. I see that y'all see that I wear leggings and stuff like that. Don't be like me. Don't wear tight clothes. Wear loose clothes for as long as you can. Don't sit on your butt too early. Don't lay on your hips too early. It's a lot of things that you should not do that can contribute to messing up your results and making you lose value. Yeah, some of these questions are like, no. How did you make sure your incisions didn't keloid during the healing process? Honestly, I took really good care of my good care of my incisions. I checked on them daily. I cleaned them daily. I made sure I follow the rules. You can only take 4 showers a week, I think, for the first 2 weeks, because you don't want to keep wetting them incisions while they're trying to heal, and let them breathe sometimes, and just like watch it and be very clean. What to bring, how many massages, and mental health. I want to get into mental health because mental health is the one thing that's going to take a huge toll on you after you get your body done. And let me tell you why. Because you're in your head so much about, oh, how am I healing? How is my body looking? Oh, my body is my swelling is going down. How am I going to look? Your mind is all over the place. So I try to tell my girls, stay in high spirits and happy. Don't rush your results. Your results will come. So I try to tell my girls, stay in high spirits and don't rush your results. Your results will come after like 3 to 6 months. You will see your results. And from there, that's when you should think about, oh, maybe I should get around 2 and da-da-da-da. But mental health is huge. You don't want to stress yourself out because you will lose weight. You want to eat, you want to keep your appetite going and all of that. Mental health is like one of the biggest things you got to stay on top of, because you can really stress yourself out and like cause your body to lose so much weight. That's what happened to me. Best place to stay, like recovery house, hotel, or Airbnb. So for me, I never went to a recovery home. I feel like a recovery home is for someone who does not have somebody to go with them. But for me, the Airbnb that I used the first time was somewhere in Coconut Grove. I don't really recommend that one because it was really like in the ghetto. But the second one was Luxury at Brick Wall Bay Drive, and I really loved that. It was like a mini apartment, and it was close to everything. So I'll drop the link in the comments. How much did lipo cost and the BBL cost? So it was $5,000 for my first round and $5,500 for my second round. How was your recovery? My recovery is going great so far, and my first recovery went great as well. On a scale of 10, how painful was surgery? I'd say for my first round, I had no pain except for the massages. The massages is always going to be 1,000. For my second round, my pain right after surgery was like 3 out of 10. It would get worse at night for some reason. It would be like an 8 out of 10. But I was trying to be a G and not take no pain medications. So yes. What hurts the most? The massages. Why do you want a round 3? Now, I don't think I'm really going to go back for round 3. I don't think I need to. I think my body is really nice now already. I just be messing with y'all because, you know, they'll be trolling on TikTok. Okay, your starting faja size. My starting faja size for my first round was a medium. Then I went to a small. Then I went to a small, but I got medium hips. Then I went to an extra small, and then medium hips. Rate Bradley's communication. Bradley's communication is 100 out of 10. He makes sure he gets back to you. Okay, you can get in contact with him. He answers all your questions and stuff like that. Just don't bug him. Don't bug him. But yeah, he's really good with communication. Really good with communication. What is your dress size now? I'd say extra small around the waist and a medium around the bottom. All right, so a lot of people's asking this question. Is it okay to have sex right after surgery. I say wait until your body feels comfortable to do it. Yeah, just wait until your body feels comfortable to do it. Do you have any inspiration for your BBL? Do I have any inspiration for my BBL? I do love my BBL. So yeah. Payment details, 5,500. Is it heavy? Does it give you lower back problems? My ass do feel heavy sometimes. My butt do feel heavy sometimes, but only when I'm like running or squatting or doing something like that, it'll feel heavy. It still hurts a little bit. Excuse me, y'all. Was it stressful taking a shower after surgery, and when can you take one? You can take a shower one day post-op, and it's very stressful because your body is so tender. It's just like you can't even feel the water dropping on you in the area that you've lipoed. It really is stressful because you still don't feel clean, and if you don't have somebody to shower you for yourself, if you don't have somebody to help shower you, then it's like you don't feel like you get everything clean. Does numbing cream help dismiss the pain when getting massages? I've never tried using numbing cream for the massages. I'm really not sure. It's have to be something that somebody else tries, and let me know, girl. Let me know. I heard that your cat swells up during the healing process. That is very much true. Your cat swells up. It's giving big moves. So it definitely goes down, so don't be worried. Because at first I was like, what is that? What's going on down here? But the swelling definitely goes away. What is an ick for you about getting a BBL that goes away? What is an ick for you about getting a BBL that most people don't talk about? Most people don't tell you how you're going to lose your appetite, not being able to eat sometimes. A lot of people don't tell you, what else? Because I haven't really watched so many BBL vlogs from other girls, so I'm not sure like what they don't tell you. I know some girls like make it seem like a BBL is the worst thing ever to get because it hurts so bad. But for me, I feel like that is cap because I went to 2 rounds and I would do a third. So obviously, and I have a very low pain tolerance. So if I can do it, other girls can do it. On a scale from 1 to 10, for your ideal body, what do you think you're at right now? I think right now I'm at an 8. I feel like I need to gain at least 10 to 15 pounds and then I'll be a 10. How did you come across your doctor? So my doctor was an independent contractor at New Life Plastic Surgery, and they used to post his work online all the time. I loved his work. It grabbed my attention. However, Bradley never posts on his own page. So I was basically going off the work that New Life Plastic Surgery posted of his. I really loved it, and he was very much of an underdog. So I was like, yes, him right there. And I go so hard for Bradley because Bradley's work is really, really good, and everything just makes sense. So I was just like, okay, I picked him for my first round and I got exactly what I wanted. And yeah. How do you maintain your results after surgery? Compress, wear your faja, get your massages, eat a lot of protein. And that's basically it. That's like the 3 main ones. What was your BMI and weight for your first round? I think my BMI was, I have no idea. I know I weighed 146 pounds before my first surgery, and I'm 4'11", but I weighed 146 pounds. I don't know the BMI to that. And then right after, I was weighing 135, and then I dropped to 120. Then I dropped to 114, which was my littlest, and I hated that because I lost my hips and all that. That was because I couldn't eat and all of that. So make sure y'all eat and all that. So my second round, I went in for surgery at 116 pounds, and now I am 127. I'm trying to get to 135. I love my body now, but I just want to get a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. How is your diet? Do you have to eat soups? For a diet, I just honestly say like cut back on so much salt and cut back on so much sugar. Not cut it completely out, but cut back on it a little bit more and add more protein to your diets. How long is recovery? I think in the beginning, I would say for the first round, it was 3 to 4 weeks. And for the second round, it was 4 to 6 weeks. Is your body in pain as soon as you wake up, or do you start hurting after so long? Your body is in pain. My body was in pain my second round. My legs was hurting a little bit, and your butt hurts a little bit as well. Excuse me, guys. That is honestly like a short-term pain. It will definitely go away. Would you consider getting a BBL if you're anemic? I am really not sure how that would go. That would be something that you would have to ask your doctors and whoever clears you for the surgery. All right, y'all. So that's it for today. I'm gonna do a part 2. I have like so many questions, and I want to see if the girls want to add some more questions to the list, but I'm gonna have to do a part 2 because, you know, people don't like to sit around and watch you talk all single day. But make sure y'all go follow my Instagram at Laurindayge, LaurynDayge. Stay tuned. Watch my stories for when I post the question polls of what I should do for YouTube. And make sure y'all go watch my TikToks.
Too many rounds in the Phillies, acting someone gon' get wet. How you gon' get me when you still on me? How you gon' do that? Snatch a Ruger bag, give a nigga yak attack. I get my shooter whack.